Welcome back to CTV. We'll have weather, sports, and entertainment a bit tonight. I'm Marlo, Lundak.
And I'm Amelia, Casteneda. Here's what's happening in the world of news. An assistant professor at CSU presented research on Colorado's undocumented and DACA students on Wednesday night. Susana Munoz presented the research she had conducted to students and faculty on Wednesday night. Her research found that DACA and undocumented students are negatively impacted by the invisibility of faculty and staff, which cause legal violence.
Visibility, then no one wants to be visible. Administrators, staff people, faculty don't want to be visible unless there's cover. So unless there's cover that allows people to be visible, and it's both faculty and staff who wish to be supportive, but also students, then that's the point at which invisibility is so damaging.
Last year was the first time that
Munoz interviewed undocumented students as part of her research, of which many of them express institutional ignorance, invisibility, discrimination, and a lack of support.
After everything that's happening with the president and the recent attacks on campus, I feel like it's not even intimidating, it's more like a scary place. Like for me, I look at the articles that are written about all the incidents that are happening on campus, and it's hard to realize that one of those accidents or incidents can happen to me. I can be the person that those incidents may attack, and it's really, really scary because this is supposed to be a place where I'm supposed to be feel safe.
Dr. Susana Munoz urged CSU faculty to think about the inclusion policies that are set in place at the university and place them on their syllabus. She also recommended to mandate statewide training for college administrators on how to support undocumented students.
Defend Our Future hosted an event this week to spark dialogue about climate change in an interesting way.
Defend Our Future put on an event this Monday at Gilded Goat Brewing Company to discuss how climate change is currently impacting the production of beer. They offered food and beer while hosting a panel of 4 brewing and sustainability experts.
Right on. Well, we have the ability to get basically all of our raw materials in Colorado. Right?
Panel members explained how each aspect of the brewing process directly relates to what is provided by the natural environment.
We learned the whole process of growing wheat and barley and other cereal grains. What are they?
People are thinking, well, beer's never going to go away. We're always going to have beer. Well, there's potential to not.
With the resources that we have at the city and the federal level, but also the other brewers.
If you hurt the breweries, you hurt the community, you hurt the businesses, you hurt the economy, and so on and so forth.
When we talk about sustainability and the impact we can make, it comes from the consumers.
Water conservation for us means mindfulness, basically. How much water we're using at various stages in our process, how we're recycling our chemicals, where our waste is going.
Tell me a little bit about the raw materials and where they come from. And now there's kind of automation.
For more events like this put on by Defend Our Future, visit defendourfuture.org.
Defend Our Future puts on other events throughout the year, such as Defend Our Snow and Defend Our Sushi.
Nobel laureate Fert spoke to students and faculty this past week. The scientist won his Nobel Prize back in 2007 due to his contribution to the field of magnetism. In his presentation last Monday, Fert said, "For me, doing physics and research is fascinating and is a real pleasure. It's a creative job. I can dream an idea and see it become a reality. The Nobel Prize is the cherry on the cake at the end." While attendees found some of Fert's information hard to understand, there was still a great deal to take away from the talk.
In the past week, resident assistants across campus have been expressing feelings of frustration with their jobs.
Resident assistants are live-in student staff members of the Office of Residence Life, Housing, and Dining Services. One RA is speaking out about how she feels this job is draining its employees.
I don't intend to speak for other RAs. I don't intend to speak for even my staff, but I do hear people who agree with things that I put out there that are criticisms of what we've been doing, and I hear people talking about the overwhelming amount of work we have and the underappreciation we have.
During Tuesday's Morgan Library bomb threat, all RAs were in Clark, located directly next to the library, for their monthly in-service meeting. After the alerts were sent out, Berman says Residence Life did nothing to recognize the situation.
I went, what's going on with that? What are we going to do about it? They basically said, don't worry about it. It's better for us to stay in this building. that was the only acknowledgement that I got and that the rest of the RAs got that night of that incident. The only acknowledgement. What I think about it is that this seems to be the general attitude toward bias incidents and other incidents across campus that have happened recently, is that we ignore it.
Berman says that her, as well as some of her peers, felt physically unsafe in the building, and she believes this was one of the last straws for some of the RA staff members, as many of them feel unheard, underappreciated, and overwhelmed by their superiors.
Feeling like the people above our bosses think they know our residents better than us.
Miriam concluded by saying that she loves her job and the residents she lives and works with, but hopes that by speaking out about these issues, she can create a more work-friendly and stress-free environment for future RAs. CTV will continue to update this story as it develops.
Well, Rams, that's all we have for news.
Stay tuned for weather, sports, and entertainment right after this.